Hey, what's the word on the net? Okay, bet. It's your boy GMayniac, and right now I'm having my iconic interview with 91. Let's go.
I like to just jump right into it. My boy G-Man.
Hey, what it do, baby? What's going down?
We was just talking. I first met you in Musicville.
Right. Okay.
So it's been has that been 2 years now?
Musicville. That was a little second ago.
It has to be only like 1 year. It's been 1 year.
Okay.
Because I've been iconic for a year, so that was about this time last year.
Okay. Dang, time fly, bro.
Time does fly. It seems like we've done a lot and ran into each other a lot though since then.
Right. I mean, the real ones gonna always link up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you putting in work in the city, you gonna run into some of the same faces because that means we all putting in work. You know
now, speaking of putting in work in the city, you have put in a lot of work in the city of Houston.
Sheesh.
But now tell me, where and when did that start? Where are you from?
I'm from Houston. Okay. I'm from here, bro. Born and raised, Missouri City area, south side of the map, to be exact, man. And I'm a Houstonian for real. I probably been to every corner around here, but you know, I just getting familiar with my city and I just been repping it forever. I'm trying to take it with me wherever I go, you know, so. What
are some of your oldest memories of growing up in Houston that just made you proud to be from Houston?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I could definitely say one of the top things would be like the car show. Los Magnificos car show was when I was like, yo, look, I made music. I was already interested in all that type of stuff, so I would go to the car show. 1 year I met this chick that was Zero's girlfriend at the time, and Zero's from my neighborhood, so even that in itself was one little step, like, oh, I'm getting closer to the celeb I didn't grow up listening to. So that made me proud to be from Houston, just hitting up the car shows, man. Astroworld, you know, that was a big deal as a kid. I don't think got no better than Astroworld. Going there, getting you something good to eat, riding them rides, being with your friends, that was real life. I always wish I can go back to them times, man, for real. But, and then I'd probably say another thing is like talent shows that my dad used to have at his daycare. My dad owned a daycare for a long time. And no lie, them talent shows made it super dope. Feeling like I was from Houston, just repping. Like, for all the grown folks coming out and us young kids just kind of putting on, that was dope. That was something to definitely be proud about.
What was it that you said your dad owned?
A daycare.
A daycare. And you used to go to the daycare as well?
I went to daycare. So if you didn't go to the daycare back in the gap, you wasn't cool, bro. It was really crazy. Like, it's just funny because that was like the, what you want to call it, like the mecca of the hood. You know, if you from Mo City and you didn't go to my dad's daycare at the time, it was just like, what you got going? Because we had the sleepovers, the talent shows. And it's funny because I know we'll get into that, but like Bless the Belly, how I incorporate food and entertainment. My dad incorporated like daycare and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So your average daycare, you dropping your kids off and just leave and you come back, oh, okay, whatever, y'all play some games today, cool. No, my dad had like sleepovers that made it fun. Every Friday it was anticipated. He had like talent shows. People would pay to come see their babies perform Christmas carols, and it was just dope. But it made, you know what I'm saying, it woke everybody up like, oh, this lit. So.
And when you say daycare, I first think of, you know, like young kids, but this seems like more so like maybe 8, 9-ish.
Right.
Kind of. Okay, not like the top.
All the way up to like 30. Well, no, actually, like I say, he was real creative, bro. I gotta shout out to my dad on this interview because he came out like, you know, I believe it was all the way up to age 13 or something like that. But they had babies too, like infants, like less than 1 year old and 1 year old, and he created a side called All Babies Aboard. So you had like the regular babysitter from like 6 years old or something like that. Well, 6 years old through 13 was called the big room. And I think from like 3 to 5 was like the small room. And then you had All Babies Aboard, that was before that, I believe. That was lit, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that idea was dope. Now that I sit back and look on it, of course being a kid, I didn't know no better. But now that I'm an entrepreneur in this space, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, dang, Pops, that was real lit. Like I could learn from that, you know what I'm saying, with my own swag, so.
You had a pretty good relationship with your dad growing up?
I did. I got in trouble a lot kind of growing up though. I know people look at me because I'm a cool guy. Even though I did get in trouble, I knew what I was doing, you know? So I was kind of on like the mafia tip, more than like the cops and robbers type guy. I was more mafia with it, but I still kind of got in trouble. But we did, I feel like now that's my best friend for sure. Me and Pops go there, but back in the gap, you know, he was very busy, you know what I'm saying, with the daycares and doing stuff like that. I had a lot of time to go thug myself and stuff. So we hit our head a few times, but it ain't nothing that crazy. I still stayed with him up until I was like 25. So he ain't never kicked me out. I guess I was alright, you know? It is what it is.
Tired of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So he did music as well?
My dad was like a DJ a long time ago, to be honest, but he wasn't like anybody that just did music when I was coming up. But they were really musically inclined. My parents are older, bro. They touching that age, you know what I'm saying? And I specifically, like when my mom used to record tapes and stuff like that of me as like a little kid, but she would be singing to me. So like now that I'm looking back at the tapes, I'm like, I wonder why I know so much music. She was meloding me out, you know, that young. So I just feel like, you know, they prepared me for this. Even the video stuff, like y'all was recording me at like, my mama probably has a photo or video of me every year of my life, like from 1 to on down. So I was like, who's pulling out the camcorders and stuff back then? I get that from them, you know? So my whole little situation, it makes sense now. You feel me? Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Has your personality kind of always been your personality, or did you grow into it?
I would say I've grown into it, but I think it's always been that. You grow into it mentally. Like, at first you don't know what you're doing. Like, it's kind of like downplaying yourself. I don't know if I'm a superstar. I'm good, but I don't know. And then you get older and get better. You're like, man, I'm a superstar, man. I don't know. So I think, like, with me, I didn't even know the word personality was a thing for someone, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't know you could tell somebody, hey, you're a personality, and that's like, you're telling them what they are, I guess, if that makes sense. Instead of being like, I'm a rapper. No, you know how to rap, but you're not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm a, what outside of a rapper would it be? I'm an entertainer. I'll say that sometimes too. I'm an entertainer, which I am because I entertain people, but people look at me as more like a personality than an entertainer, if that makes sense. Even if I make you laugh, I'm not a comedian.
You just have an entertaining personality.
Right. So I think all in all, it's kind of like a personality is someone who can, I feel like, hold many different traits and stuff, put it all together and be like, yeah, we could put this in this guy's hands. He has a great influence. He's likable. Some of these things you can't teach. You can't teach somebody to be likable. I mean, if they're not likable, they're not likable. So for me, it's just a blessing that I can kind of maneuver through these streets like that, you know?
Okay, let's take it back to these talent shows at the daycare.
Man.
Do you remember your first talent show?
My first, nah, because I started at like a super young age. I remember my mom showed me a video of me like pointing at the class, telling them what to do. Yeah. Some type of little in charge video, but it was like some, you know, step in class. We did everything, but it kept us active, kept our brains working. We were so young, learning dances from New Edition. I knew every song from New Edition at like 6, you know? So it got me there. It got me to where I am now, loving music, wanting to know music, being involved. I wasn't scared of big crowds, because remember, at 6 years old, it's people through this whole big room that I'm just like, oh crap. But we got used to it, you know? So now, even a big crowd is still making you a little anxious, because you're like, okay, but I got this, bro. You can hand me a mic right now in front of whatever is gonna go down, you know?
Okay, so you really have been doing this your whole life, pretty much.
Man, pretty much, bro. I'm 28 and I feel like I've been doing it since, look, I opened my eyes, so.
Okay, so let's say once you got to high school, what was your main focus in high school besides grades and girls, of course?
He said grades and girls are crazy. Man, listen, it was really crazy because, like, I've always been sort of popular, right? In middle school is when I first learned how to make my own music. I was selling CDs, you know, with my music and other rapper CDs, Soulja Boy. That's when LimeWire, Bear Share, all that type of stuff, right? So I went viral in middle school I had a song called JMS Riders. I shouted out everybody in my school just to get some clout. That what you would say clout nowadays. But I genuinely did it. And it went viral without social media. Maybe we had MySpace back then or something.
Right.
That was that. Everybody knew me from that. And then I did a song called I'ma Miss Y'all, 8th grade year, going into high school. So bro, I was like really known as a kid, like with them 2 little songs or whatever, going into high school. So by the time I got in high school, I was still making music and came out with my clothing line. Okay, bet. I was like, I need to do something else. Like I need.
So that started in high school.
That started in high school. Me and a group of my friends, I was like, you was saying okay, bet a lot. And they was like, bro, you need to do something with that. So I decided like, let me, what should I do? We could do clothes, we could just print shirts that say, okay, bet. I got like 120 shirts sold out in like 2 days. It was real. So starting the clothing line, it attached to my music. Because I would rap and stuff. Now I'm wearing my own stuff.
Like you see, 9th grade, 10th grade?
9th grade, 10th grade. We're talking about over 10 years ago. And it's crazy because now you see so many rappers branding themselves. They coming out with lines. I'm 28 and I can say I've had a clothing line for 10 years, bro.
That's what I was like, when you said that, I was like, you started that in high school?
High school. Okay. High school, I got the DBAs and all that. It's facts. So I think for me, man, it was just dope that
what made you get a DBA in high school? Nobody even tells you what a DBA is.
I know. I say, maybe my dad, salute to him because he saw how serious I was with some of this stuff and repping it so hard. He's like, man, I don't want nobody to steal it from you, son. So like, do this. The DBA just protects you in like a county, but at least you'll be protected somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like, I listened, got it. It was like $20, $25. we did it. It wasn't nothing, but it made me feel like I was taking that step.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knew me for my music, bro. High school, still, once again, I went viral. Man, I wish social media was popping in, because we graduated to a song I wrote. Like, I did another viral song where it was like I shout out everybody on the football team. We had a rival game, and it sparked some flares because I'm in a song talking trash, not cursing or nothing. It's very school, like you know what I'm saying? Open.
School spirit.
Yeah, school, all that. So basically, I made the song, and then like I uploaded to Facebook, went out to dinner, bro. My phone started blowing up. I'm like, oh, they really like this song. I saw them reacting on Facebook like this. So it became a big deal. I mean, I was like the good guy and the bad guy. My school was pumping me up, but other schools like, I hate him. Like, he making us look weak. So I just got all that attention. Once again, I'm real humble, so it didn't do too much for me. I was just like, this is dope. Man, we ended up going to the football game. We were losing by like 1 point or something. By the last second, we ended up winning the touchdown. They picked me up like I played football just because I made the song. It was a big deal. It was just crazy. And then, you know, that was like, I believe that was senior year before we got up out of there. And then I said, you know what? A lot of people rocked with me, including the cheerleader. Shout out to Krista, you know what I'm saying? She a March baby, Pisces. We were in class and we were writing like our graduation songs. The teacher gave us a sheet of paper. Everybody writing their song. And Krista's like, I think Grundy should make a song. And in my head, I'm like, girl, shut up. That teacher gonna be like, what? The teacher was like, you got 24 hours, no curse words. I said, a graduation song? I love a challenge. This is one thing about me for sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm not challenged, I like hate myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like one of them guys, you gotta tell me I can't do something. Just like Nub, shout out to Nub. Can't do something or whatever, I'm gonna feel challenged. So she was like, 24 hours, no cursing. Next class period I see you, I need it done. Cause the options were like Katy Perry, fireworks, stuff like that. And all that. I would graduate to that. So, man, I kid you not, I wrote the song, came back. I had the privilege of recording it at the crib because I always had a laptop to learn the crap. I did it, brought it back to the teacher. She said, it's a go. She played it in front of the class. The whole class was like, yeah. Man, it was a wrap. We literally walked the stage my senior year in high school, 2011, to my song. Like the whole school, every ballot or whatever, every brochure, whatever you want to call it, had my name on it with the song's called We Made It or whatever. And hey, bro, that was history. That right there for me, hearing people in the parking lot when we pulling off, you know, everybody, oh, congratulations, this and that. I'm hearing trucks pull off like skirt jamming the song. I'm like, and this is before the word viral exists. You see what I'm saying? Before the word all that. We talking about 10 years ago. So I was just like, man. And every year, I feel like every year in my life, I did something crazy like that. Let's just say viral to where people caught on to it. Like, you know, dropping trailers on iMovie, just playing around. I had one called Maniac Mindframe, but I did the most in like 30 seconds. Like I jumped out a dumpster. It looked like some like Jackass type stuff. I jumped out a dumpster, rolled from under the school bus. I'm in the closet biting socks, acting crazy. Like I was just thinking of something creative always, you know? I pieced it together. I put that little snippet out. I'm like, oh Lord. Went viral. People like, what the hell? They like, bro, this look like some Nickelodeon type. This was 10 years, man, bro. So it's just like, man, I'm just trying to get better by the day, you know? But it's been an experience since high school for sure. It's all led to something different.
And what high school did you go to?
I went to Manville. Mm-hmm. I started off scouting at different spots like High Tower, things like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was very much in some of them programs over there. But Manville was a whole new school, man. My mom was like, you need to check it out. And of course I rejected it at first, but when I went to go over there, it was so brand new, bro. They didn't have no rules. They didn't have, it was nothing but new girls. I said, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. Like I literally used to walk in class like 20 minutes late. You couldn't say nothing because there were no rules yet. The school had just been built a year ago. Yeah. They didn't have nothing implemented. I said, I like this. So man, we tore that school down. It was the best ever. Like, look, and I'm glad I took it easy. We had fun, but remember what I could have pressed it a little bit more, but that's why I'm good. I'm glad where I'm at. No kids, look, no, none of that. We good, bro, for real.
And maybe because social media wasn't as heavy back then.
It wasn't. We had Facebook, but it wasn't like, even now when you look at it, say if you put a status back then like, oh, I'm leaving from school, somebody told me, you know, they didn't like my shoes, I hate myself. You look back like, why was I on Facebook saying?
Well, I was not saying that.
You know?
So but we didn't know exactly what a good post looked like.
Right, but now it's like, okay, I get on there to promote my business and stuff, and I try to like jump off, because social media can have you really comparing yourself nowadays. It wasn't none of that back then. In high school, we weren't comparing ourselves to nobody, we were just living. Now it's like, just bought Bay a Benz. He probably beating up, but he bought a Benz though. We don't know that, you know, so don't get caught in that. I think nowadays it's just sad because the generation under us, ooh wee.
Yeah, for real. So picking back up after high school and
college, look, all that.
Now see that I know you went to college,
PB.
but I want to talk about it because I feel like, and maybe it's just the time that you were in. You didn't necessarily have to go
to college,
but that was a whole different conversation 10 years ago. It wasn't as widely accepted as, like, you already going viral, you doing all these things, but the blueprint also wasn't there. I low-key feel like if you was in high school today and you was doing all that, you would already be monetized in high school. You would already be making all that money, all the followers.
That's crazy. It definitely would have been that. Man, like. And I look at it like everything happened for a reason. God gave it to me now instead of then because I would have lost it. If I would have had $1 million at 18, 10 years ago, come on, bro. That'd be in the sand somewhere. So I'm just glad that now I get to pay more attention to it and stuff like that. But like I say, man, it's been a journey for sure.
Yeah. But at the same time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with going to college either.
Oh, college? No. I learned what I needed to learn in college. Like after high school, you know, I was kind of like, I want to do music, stuff like that. I'm so glad I just did not go to college and just try to pursue music. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Sam Houston, this and that. It's a versatile school. Something brought me back to HBCU. Go to PV. I found out my best friend going to PV, my homegirl, my this and that. So I just ended up going to PV. PV was open enrollment, meaning like anybody can get in there at that point. So it wasn't too hard to get in there. I'm like, let me just go. I went. I was supposed to be an engineer, learning math and all type of stuff. The day that I went, I ran into like a group of girls that was like turned up. They was cool. Like you could tell they was just like cool women. And I'm like, what y'all do? No, they asked me, they was like, what you do? I was like, rap and stuff. They was like, you need to come with us. You don't look like no engineer and all that. And I'm like, what? But they was basically saying we're in mass communications, radio, television, film. We like to talk, sing, act, play around. Them, they the nerds. And I didn't mind because I was like, you know, maybe it's big money in engineering. Of course, that's why I did it. But that wasn't me. I would have been lost in the sauce heavily, bro. Oh my God. That's why I'm glad I didn't do that. But being in communications, I learned how to write, screenwrite, man, you name it, you know, and that was fun. Our classes used to be like when Instagram came out and while we was in college, some of the assignments was, hey, they just came out with the video feature for 15 seconds. Go, your homework is to go outside and show me a personality video in 15 seconds and bring it in. Teachers was that live at PB, so come on, bro. For me, that was like, for anybody else, I don't know how to do. Should I stop and start? I'm like, girl, it's 15 seconds. Just go outside and like find a mockingbird. Look, something, bro. Like you tripping. But that was just me. It was in me, bro. It gotta be in you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for that for sure. We shot the cypher every year. This is another thing. Like I say, I'm gonna find a way not to go viral, but to create a special moment. So if that goes viral, cool. Because freshman year, I was rapping and all the cyphers were the seniors. And I'm like, bro, they cool, but I really erect them. So I'm trying to get in the cyphers. How you get in? Oh, apply this and that, but they was only choosing seniors. We did a freshman cypher like the first few months at Prairie View. Boom, first one, well, it's probably like the second one, but we had the most views because whatever they did at first wasn't working. So we did the freshman cypher, bro, and I'm the first one to go. Boom, I set the tone. Everybody, I say move out the way because I'm the hottest student in the room. I'm finna boom because I'm hot like the end of June. Like I came in hard, like people was like, hold on. So it just made it fun, bro. And I think with that, it just added stamina to the rest of my college career. It was a wrap, you feel me? That was freshman year, first 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Repeat of high school.
Bro, it was like a magic, I kid you not. From graduating high school, walking, you know what I'm saying, to 3 months into the summer, to another 2 months into school, we talking about 5 months later, boom. So I just kept it going, bro. And then literally every year I was on a cypher. Freshman year, we did our own thing. Sophomore year, I was on like a made up cypher, I think. I can't remember which one it was. I think junior year, the same one. And senior year, we took it into our hands because they stopped doing cyphers, period. I said, bro, we finna do our own. Once again, senior year, we did a cypher. I had Tisa Korean shoot it, the one who sing Mop, all that. Yeah, I had him shoot it. We jumped on the roof of one of the biggest buildings at Prairie View. My idea. We found a way to get on the roof. Shot the video, produced it, dropped it, and it did fairly good numbers. Not as much as the other cyphers, but just the fact that we created that was like, bro, we thought of it. We got on the roof. We did the impossible. We look back, it's like, that's done. You know, I put all the people together that I want to be on the cypher. I had a singer on there, I had a female, a dude from Dallas, stuff like that made it like a little different. You know, everybody had their own like flavor.
So it seems like this was very easy, very natural.
It came natural, yeah.
Did that make you not push and pursue it as hard? It kind of seems like these opportunities just coming and you just knocking them out the park, but were you really pushing your music like, yo, I'm about to be a rapper and this is what I'm gonna be known for? You kind of bringing that energy behind it.
I just like having fans, bro. It's weird because I like having fans. I don't think I'm into like being a part of a record label, because I know that they get big chunks of what you're actually doing. They're not doing nothing, but they getting your chunk. And like for me, I always just wanted people to like my music, I guess. I mean, but you like what you like. I'm one of them type of guys, if I make a mixtape with 20 songs, bro, I do not want you to like all 20 songs. That would be fake. But you can't find 3 songs you like, I suck then. Like, if you can't find 3 songs you like, I suck. If you find 3 songs, cool, that's your 3. Somebody might find another 3, here we go. Out of the 20 songs, everybody got a favorite. Unless a song just sucks, that's fine to me. I never wanted more than that, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm real humble with it. Sometimes people can say I'm too humble. I guess that's a thing too, but like, shoot, I don't care, bro. If you like it, I love it. I mean,
it seems to be working out for you.
It's working out.
And it keeps coming naturally.
Now I'm rapping about food. Let's just say that. So, you know, I'm on the whole wave to where like I've turned everything. It's crazy because my Bless the Belly wave is literally everything that I've ever thought of and done combined. I started making music. That was my first love. I came out with the clothing line. Then when I went to Prairie View, that's when I picked up the cameras and the audio and doing all that. Bless the Belly, Bless the Belly, I make music about food. I have merch.
When did that start? Was that in college or did you graduate?
No, I graduated. Man, everything happened for a reason. When I graduated college, 97, I used to come to come to the school a lot. I used to tell them, like the DJs, I used to be like, I'm gonna work for y'all. That's nothing. This in my field. It's easy. They'd be like, oh, whatever. They used to tell me whatever. So that whole summer was the first time I never had a job in my whole life, bro. Like that summer after college, I was like, dang, I gotta get something in my field, I think I was working at Champs in the Galleria shoe store, so I knew a lot of people. You know, the Galleria big. We had traffic through there. I always did like cool guy stuff like that. Working in big places, fancy places. And shoot, man, going out of college, bro. Damn, I forgot where I was at. Look, I done started thinking too deep. Bless the Belly. When I started working for the radio station, man, I want to be on the radio. It took some time. I never really got on the radio like I wanted. So here I go being creative again. I said, I want my own platform.
Now, so how did you go from them telling you whatever, you ain't gonna work for us?
To actually, okay, I skipped through that. You're right. So how that happened was, I was persistent, bro. I'm very persistent. Like, I'm one of them guys, how am I not gonna work for you if I'm persistent? So I'm like, okay, I found out their address. I'm like, I'm gonna go up to the station there. Now, mind you, you're not supposed to go up to the radio station at all. Like, if they don't invite you, what you going for? I found the address, I went. I love my mama to death too, because my people been in my corner for a long time. My T was like, wear a suit. And I'm like, wear a suit? I could just wear something nice, bro. And it, like, what am I gonna wear a suit for? She's like, wear a suit, watch. I'm like, dawg, I'm in the house putting on the suit, like, bro, she's extra, bro. I get to 97.9, I kid you not. I walk through that door, I'm like, suited. I had my resume. The lady at the front like, hey, how may we help you, this and that? I was like, I brought my resume, this and that. She's like, oh, you're not supposed to accept that. But I think it was like one of the managers coming through the door. He's like, you need something? I was like, yeah, I brought my resume. I'm trying to really work for you guys, this and that. You know, I went to PV, graduated, you know, I'm just fresh. I can do whatever you need pretty much. And then the girl was like, he's dressed nice. He's dressed nicer than a lot of guys that come here, not gonna lie. She kind of just said it like that to the manager. And the manager was like, you're right. Okay, let me see your paperwork. I'm gonna give it to the boss lady right now. You know, we'll reach out. Of course, that's common to say, right? I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, if it work, it work. I don't know how long it took them to reach out, but it wasn't long, bro. As a matter of fact, this is the way God works. I'm a firm believer in God. The same day I was supposed to get a job at H&M to be their fashion merchandiser, because I was into fashion too. They told me, because I had like some pending cases, I was a little bad kid, that you out of there. Troublemaker, can't do it. I was heartbroken by that. I was like, dang, this was a job I was gonna get paid good money for just to change mannequins and stuff. You feel me? It didn't happen. The same day in the same sentence, bro, 97.9 called me with 1% left on my phone and told me that. 1%. I was in the garage with my partners like, man, I ain't know what's gonna go. I'm like, hello? Hey, this is so-and-so from 97.9 The Box. You got time to chat? I'm like, I sure do. I looked at my phone. I said, oh, crap. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I hope my phone don't die on you, but I can go in the car seat. He's like, oh, just give me a call back. I went in that car, turned my phone on, attached it. I was like, yo, so what's going on? Can you do an interview tomorrow? It was a wrap. I mean, and what's crazy about that, though, you know how I just jumped into, like, I got hired at 97.9. You know, I had pretty much went up there and did the job thing, the suit and stuff. I think that's what sealed the deal, but to be honest, shout out to Go DJ High C, man. You know what I'm saying? He had the Go DJ Awards. I feel like that was really big for the city of Houston, bro. So many people needed something to be rewarded for in Houston, I feel like, and he took it up under his wing to make it shake. So shout out to him for that, because that was the biggest thing to me ever. And he did it at like the NRG and all that, super dope. But the night that he had his first award show, I paid like $60, like $40 to get in and like $20 to park. I was high. I'm like, man, I ain't never really paid like this. I was just being cheap. Bro, I got in there. I had my camera on me. I was like, I'm gonna just take some pictures of celebs and the people at the award show. One of my friends was like, let me introduce you to somebody. He introduced me to the coordinator over 97.9, and that's kind of how that happened. The coordinator was like, what you in here doing? I don't know who this guy is, mind you. He just like, oh, this is a good friend of mine. I'm like, nothing, I'm just taking pictures, you know, trying to get all this work in. Content is key. I just said it to some random stranger I didn't know. He took that in, you see what I'm saying? He was like, you doing what? Okay, content is key, huh? I like this. So, and then, you know, eventually, obviously, like I said, H&M, I was waiting on that job, like, okay, whatever. A few days later, after meeting him and doing the award show thing, is when I got the call on my 1%. So it was just amazing how it all happened, bro. By the time I got in there and started working for them, I hadn't even applied yet. That's how in too deep I was. They didn't even have an application on me because they liked me so much just in person. They're like, oh, we forgot to tell you to apply. Shoot, you know? Got in there, helped with social media, turned the social media all the way up because I was just into that. I'm like, Instagram got slideshows now. It's always something coming out. TikTok come out. Artists come out. I'm like, Kodak Black. I told them about Kodak Black. Megan. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what this is. Like, because I was like into that, you know? So I've always been, I could have been I could have did a lot, bro. Could have been an A&R because I know music. If I hear an album, I can tell you what the single will be. Give me a 15-song album, I can tell you what the single will be, for sure. Because it's going to be in the beat, the tempo. You're going to hear that song. I do it with Bruno. If you can do it in R&B, Bruno Mars and them, you can do it in rap. You can tell what somebody going to push, who their feature is and all that. So all that ended up happening. I worked for 97.9 for about 4 years. And in the midst of that, my goal was to be on the radio to talk to 6 million people in Houston. That was the goal. I want to talk to all the people in Houston. Hey, H-Town, what it do? I'm the youngest in charge. What's up? That was my goal, bro. I'm not going to lie. But God had different plans. I didn't get on the radio. I used to be salty about it for real. I used to just be like, I wasted my time, this and that. But I didn't. I got the connections I needed. I met so many people. I met Nipsey Hussle, got to chat with him, sit down with him, Nick Cannon, all type of stuff through the radio. So I can't be too mad, but it gave me space to create, you know what I'm saying? And Bless the Belly just came up. I can't lie to you. I just had some bad food one day. And it was a catchphrase. I'm like, we're not going out to eat no more. We gonna bless the belly. Like, that was the catchphrase. And then once again, just like, okay, bet, like my clothing line, little catchy sayings like that, it just catched on. They're like, you need to do something. I like Bless the Belly. I like that. I'm quick with it. I had a camera roll full of photos of food because I always take pictures of my food when it come out. It just all made sense, bro. I turned my old backup music page into a food page. And it was like the Pillsbury Doughboy holding his stomach. And I was like, Bless the Belly, whatever. I would do that and I'm like, I want to do episodes. I want to make this like a show. I started thinking deep. Then the radio started catching on. I told my boss about it. She was like, I don't know yet. You know what that did to me? I was like, I'm finna turn this up. I went back and went from like 5,000 followers to like 17K. Then I got that phone call. Hey, let me holler at you. Here I am at 100-something K collectively. You know what I'm saying? This before TikTok and Instagram. So it's just like, you just gotta keep pushing. It'll be my message to anybody. Just push through whatever. I never thought that I'd be talking about food and stuff. I'm not even big. People see me and they think I'm gonna be fat. But I'm not big. My metabolism be fast. But you know, the whole goal is to tell you like nutritional facts about about food, but challenges, interviews, just having fun with it, bro. But that's pretty much where I am with it today. And who knows, in a year or two, I might think of another platform that I'm able to, you know, don't sell yourself short. You just kind of gotta keep it going, bro. So it was all a journey to be super fun to come up to where it is now, for sure.
All right, so just picking up on everything leading up to 97.9 The Box.
Correct.
Bless the Belly is still very fresh.
It's still fresh to a lot of people.
Some momentum.
Right.
How much longer are you at 97.9 before Bless the Belly kind of takes over full time?
So overall, I was at 97.9, let's just say 4 years, if you want to say with COVID, I guess 5 maybe, or maybe COVID made it 4. But COVID, man, right before COVID, I was pumping Bless the Belly really hard, still doing my thing. It came to a point where like, we would be at events and I made my presence so strong on social media past the radio station, people would come up to me instead of caring about the radio station. So to me, it was like, oh, it was kind of like, because I didn't know how to react. You know, I didn't want to take away from them, but it's like, hey, if you got Drake working at Popeyes, you think they care about the chicken or they want autographs from Drake? You feel me? That's how it was. I'm sorry, bro. Like, and I used to belittle myself, like little bro myself mentally, because I'd be like, dang, let me stay out that way. Like, this ain't my company. You talking about OGs that's been on the radio 30 plus years. Who am I to come in 2 years and try to, you see what I'm saying? So, but LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, all these people got in the NBA at 18. Some other people got in there at 30. Hey, it's just, if you skilled at it, you skilled at it. I couldn't be mad at myself. So I had to realize that too. So a lot of people would come up to me, take pictures. Hey, can you take a picture of me and Bless the Belly? And I'm like, ooh. So boom, COVID hits. Then it's like, oh crap, everybody lose their job, right? We'll get what's the word? Furlough. Okay. Furlough is basically like pause on payment. Like, you're not fired, y'all still work for us, but y'all not getting paid for nothing. We went a year through that, bro, when COVID first hit. So everybody had to eat. Guess who they came to for everything? The content man, the guy that comes, creates graphics, I made the most money in my life during COVID, pretty much, because it was just like sitting at home, just create. You couldn't go nowhere.
I've heard a lot of people say that, ironically.
I'm telling you, it was just a lot. Unemployment, I mean, you're unemployed, so what, technically? So COVID gave me time to stretch out my COVID, even though it stretched out my creativity, it made me appreciate my worth. You know how you're in a relationship, you might get in and out one and you like, dang, what was I thinking? Like, I'm that dude, you feel me? That's how it was. So once I got furloughed at the radio station, it was like, all right, cool. If I'm still pumping, I might not need to go back. This might be cool. And a lot of restaurants needed my help. They were like, hey, we losing out on money. You know, people don't know we still open. We still doing takeout. Can you just shout us out and say we doing takeout? I would do that. I'm discounting people, stuff like that, and it worked. I mean, I gave away to like, shout out Smoking JQ. We gave away like hundreds of lunches and stuff to kids in Galveston, all in the like 409 community during COVID, like the heart of COVID, you know? So all that was just fun, man. And after they hit me to come back, bro, it was just like, hey, I don't have, like, there's no way I can go back to the radio, not even part-time, you know? So that's when I was just blessed enough to be like, hey man, I done grew my brand to where it's at now. So it's at the point where like, what's up? Look, you need a full review? Now we trying to exchange business. They hit me up like, well, maybe you can come do something on the radio, this and that. We'll see. But
So how old is Bless the Belly?
About, I would say what it is when, man, this time is flying. It's so weird. 2022, man, y'all, what is time done? I would say I came out with it like stamped 2019, but the idea and the Instagram and all that, if you want to be technical, was like April 2017, maybe. Like my first post was like April 2017. That's why I'm saying that. And it was like the Pillsbury Doughboy rubbing his stomach. Right. And it was like Bless the Belly. I had like one of my white friends in Dallas do it for me, and I was just like.
But 2019 is.
2019 is when I made it. Like, well, not because like. I would have to go on YouTube and see my first video, because that's what I took it serious when I started making the videos, not just the Instagram photo stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Once I started doing the episodes, it might have been a year later, maybe like 2018, maybe. But 2019, I guess it depends on what level you're talking about official. When I got like the name stamped, when I got like my first event.
I guess what I really want to get across to the viewers is like how fast things really can happen.
Oh, it can happen.
We all have that $1 million idea right now. You had the $1 million idea in 2017. Okay, when did it get passed? It's just an idea, and now I have enough of the idea to put it in motion.
Right.
And then from that point to where you're at now, it seems like it was pretty fast. What, maybe 3-4 years?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was in a 3-4 year span.
And that's, honestly, that's a great time frame to live your dreams. Man. I think people get so scared that it's gonna take forever. Like, when you put in that work, and you've literally been putting in that work, like you said, since you've like been born.
Yeah, born, bro. It's naturally in me, bro. It's like I said, it's hard to teach likability. It's hard to teach somebody like a cold work ethic. So a lot of stuff I just wanted, bro. I seek stuff. One of my friends, I had a little clique one time called Virgin Gang, and I like the whole thing on Virgin Gang was like keep a tight circle like a virgin. We can't be effed with like a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. And then my partner was like, bro, you should do some condoms that say Virgin Gang. That would throw people off. 10 out of 10 people would have just laughed at it and kept it going, I feel like. I pulled out my phone and was like, how to make custom condoms. The first 3 websites pulled up, I looked, I shared my options. I clicked copy and paste, I made a logo. Well, no, we had a Virgin Gang logo. I put the logo on top of the condoms, here I am with my own condoms in college. Like
everybody looking at you like.
Everybody's like, how are you doing this? Like I'm creating the damn condoms. You know what I'm saying? You know damn well I don't have a factory, but they don't get. You see what I'm saying? They like how. So you thought of that and then you just found somebody and then like people don't get like how do you go through with it? And I understand. I can see why you'd be like, what? But it's like anything you want, bro. It's out there between Google and YouTube. Are you serious? Like I've done stuff. People told me like. I don't want to give away the juice. Let me see. Like if I like want to dress up as as one of these lights or something like that. People be like, where would you find? Amazon. You go on Amazon, studio light costume. You'd be surprised. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's out there, bro. Just go look. People be too lazy to look, or like you said, they don't go through it.
Yeah.
They don't want to go through it. They don't think it's like, what? So I've had my own condoms, bro. I've had my own cookies. I told this bakery, I was like, we should do a collaboration. She was like, what? I said, my name GMayniac. I was like, all my favorite flavors in one cookie and call it the Maniac Munch. Like, just Maniac Munch is gonna be all my stuff. She's like, what's that? I say, Oreo, red velvet, chocolate chip, all that. The cookie looks so weird, but it's interesting. It's like a red cookie with like white and brown, and you're like, what is this? She sells out. That's her #1 cookie to this day. That was before Bless the Belly. I think I came out with that when I first started working at 97.9. I had a song called Netflix and Chill. They played it on the radio. I was real surprised. I was like, yo. And even then, man, had to call me to the studio when I first started working at 97.9 and was like, yo, that was you on that Netflix and Chill song? I said, yeah. He said, when did you do that? I said, I did that up here. He said, at the radio station? I said, yeah, Jimbo and them. I told them I had a laptop. I just went to the back room, played the beat, and I told them to come just lay a hook or something down. And I did the whole song back there like an hour ago. He was like, why you working here? This is when I first started working. I wasn't even a month in. He's like, I don't know if you have a manager or whatever like that, but you don't need to be working here, son. You too talented. He said this on live radio. And I was just laughing it off like that. And here I am 4 or 5 years later, like, dang, I probably shouldn't have been working there. But I made all the connections. But it was just dope that he saw that early, you know what I'm saying? And I was just so musically inclined. I brought the studio to the radio. Like, they didn't have no booth. I had a laptop, a mic, and a little, audio set. I plugged up, went to that back room, and was rapping, bro. So, like, I always made a way with it, bro. You gotta seek it and then want it, go through with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people in my life, it's like a love and hate relationship because they know I'm gonna push them. So if you don't want to be nothing, you're gonna be scared to be around me. You're gonna be like, damn, he finna ask me what I did today. Like, of course, what else I don't cut the small talk, bro. Like, you feel me? What did you do today productive, bro? Did you do something? No, I didn't. Okay, that's on you, but I'm not gonna hate you. I feel like people will think I'm come at them like that, but if you're around me, I'm pushing you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Any girl I done dated, she probably got her own brand popping. Any, partner of mine, he probably got his own stuff going on. That's just what it is. I mean, I need an accountability partner though. I wish I had some. If I had a twin, we'd be so rich. But having somebody to scratch my back like, hey G, make sure you're doing your thing. I think I can move, even though I'm moving fast, I can move a lot smarter too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm a one-man army. So having that team, I think will balance you out. So that's my goal now, is just getting a great team. I see teamwork make the dream work in any scenario. So yeah, man, like that radio stuff, I learned a lot. Like I said, I met a lot of people. It's so many things I want to work on, man. I got ideas for like books, all type of stuff, but I don't want to get too in depth because like I said, I don't want nobody to kind of do that before me on certain stuff. But the way that I think, if I'm telling you a book, it's not your average book. I ain't thinking about just doing no book. So like the book that I would have in mind would be like mind blowing, like, okay, So I just try to find ways to be different, man, from the cookie idea, the condom idea, the clothes and stuff I do. I made this little design just having fun on my phone. It's just lady lips with her little stuff. This is my high school design. This is a 10-year-old design right here, this hoodie. Like, so I mean, it's only gotten better since then. So we just growing out here.
This next topic I want to get to is, I feel a little bittersweet, pun intended, on that one, because we're going to get into these foodie raps.
Foodie raps, let's go.
And the reason why I say they're bittersweet is because I have listened to your music, and your music is good.
Appreciate
You're
that.
a lyricist, you have bars.
Appreciate that.
And your music, I hate to say it because I can't dance, I don't dance, but it made me want to dance.
Right.
And it was one of those like, oh shit, I'm dancing.
Right.
Didn't even realize it just started naturally moving. It's catchy, you have these hooks. This is all off just the new album that we're gonna get into. But the reason why I say bittersweet is because What's your number one song when you?
Burgers on my mind. That's the number. To me, just as an artist, it's just funny because once again, I never thought I'd be rapping about food. Now that I am, you mean the thousands of songs in my catalog we're gonna skip and talk about these food topics up here that are making me more money than it's just a big like, okay, you know, if you like it, I love it. Like I say,
right.
I'm not gonna stop.
Can't be mad at it.
Right. I'm not gonna be mad at it because as long as it's not imaging me as corny, because it will be that on me. Like if I made. Like I got a song called Hot Dog that hasn't dropped yet, but you know, like the average kid song is the hot dog, hot diggity dog. No, I'm not doing that. Like no commercial style, like cartoon crap. But my hot dog song finna have that, like the beat is like an old Gucci Mane beat, like I'm tearing it up and you like, it's like, bro, this man made, like my Nacho song that I performed, you know, shout out Iconic TV, you know, a shout out at Musicville. I performed Nachos out of the 3 songs. I performed 2 real songs and then this song called Nachos. And I'm rapping about nachos. I see the whole crowd like, nachos. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
That was the first song I ever heard you perform.
That's crazy because I don't perform the food raps a lot, but I gotta do it now. I think, remember at the other Musicville situation, we had 2 songs I could perform. I did one called Potential to the women. That's a real banger too. The women love that one. And then I'm Trying to Eat. I did the song I'm Trying to Eat. And remember the crowd was lit. They was like, I'm trying to eat. Like I was like, bro, what? Y'all mean y'all stand up out y'all seat for this? And then I get to the girl song, it's like this hard, but like we trying to eat, you know? Yeah. So the food stuff is just a whole wave. And then the way the world going right now, TikTok, everybody cooking. Bro, I've seen so many celebrities play my music now. The food songs though, listen to me. I've got my first feature with a Houston legend. Shout out to Bun B, the OG, because he said he loved my food stuff. I came up to him at a sneaker summit and was gonna ask him to be on the show. Gonna beg him to be on the show, please. He said, you ain't gotta tell me about Bless the Belly. I follow your every move and I would love to be a part of that. Just because y'all a fan of us don't mean we not a fan of something that blew my mind. I said, I probably only got 500 subscribers on YouTube and you one of them? Oh my God. So for me, it's just, you know, I'm like, man, bro, I've seen Christina Milian post my taco song. I've seen Mark Cuban from the freaking Dallas Cowboys play with my donut song. I've seen like, man, some big celeb. People tag me and stuff every day. I probably missed a few, but it's up there, bro. And I'm just like, wow. I'm so humble, it doesn't even move me, it's weird. But I think that's good too because I can see Lil Wayne right now on the street, one of my favorite rappers, and I wouldn't fanboy. Like if I'm in a position where I can kind of like take a picture or something, I ain't gonna be too good to take a picture because it is Weezy, but it's like, I'm not gonna be like, yo, this Lil Wayne. You know, some people get knocked out of position for that specifically. Me, I'm kind of like,
it's Wayne.
It's Wayne. I mean, I respect this crowd, but I'm not gonna, and they seem to like me like that. When I first met 50 Cent, everybody was 50 Cent, 50 Cent. I was standing there like, shoot. He was like, what's up? Like, you good? I'm like, he talked to me. I first met Blueface. He was like, hey bro, who cut your hair? He didn't say nothing to nobody else in the room. And he walked in and said, hey bro, who cut your hair? I'm like, dang, they just attractive. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, my barber, you need me to call him? This and that. Black Youngster, I was in the studio doing some behind the scenes for him the night before. And he came to the radio station the next day. I walked through the studio with the camera. He was sitting down. He looked up, he said, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You know, I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. He got out of his seat, came and was like, that bro from last night. Yo, he was at the studio last night. Like, and I'm like, damn, okay. You know, once again, I'm not like, yeah, I know so many people do that. Like club promoters and stuff, they make me sick. Them was the lames in high school, you know what I'm saying? That now they in the club, they hitting on 19 and 20 year olds. I'm like, y'all lame. We was hitting on 19 and 20 year olds when we was 15, 16. Y'all grown men are doing that, y'all out of line. So for me now, it's just like, I laugh at that. Because, you know, they the ones getting hype behind that. Oh, I had 2 bottle girls on my thing last night. Like, bro, y'all tripping. That's so childish to me. But, you know, when the celebs rock with me and stuff like that, I'm like, see, I ain't gotta do much. And people see it too. I see it because it is what it is, but people see it, so they're like, what the hell? Yeah, it's just genuine love. The Baby was the first one to get on Bless the Belly. And it, with Rico, you know, he don't do a lot of footage and stuff with Rico no more. Real Goats, the cameraman Real Goats. But Rico recorded when we was doing Bless the Belly, and The Baby was the first one. Yeah, we blessing the belly right now with The Baby, the biggest one. Like, it was just love. I didn't beg him or ask him too many times to do that. It was just like, you can do that. Hey, come on, let's run it. So,
okay. So that is dope. Does it ever make it harder to push your real music though? But your fan time, it seems like they support you for you. So whatever you drop,
You know, it's funny because I know who to text. Like, say, like, I got restaurant numbers in my phone. I got foodie friends. I got all that. So I kind of send them the food music so they can chef to it and play with it. And then my friends like you or maybe some of other people, I'm like, I'm sure y'all want to listen to real music. So you got to divide it. And once again, like, if I send you 16 songs, bro, if you like 2 songs, that is. If you like 1 song, that's fine with me because you like something. Now, if you tell me my whole thing so you don't like something else, I'm gonna be like, I gotta check your ears now. If you listen to 20 songs of mine and you ain't like none of them, I will feel some type of way. But if you find something you like, stick to that song and play it on repeat. That's fine with me, you know? But I let people pick and choose what they want, man. I make music for everybody. I got songs about shaking your butt, songs about keeping it real, songs about what I did in my past. Pick your poison.
You know, and it's funny because I've listened to your music. I've heard the real stuff. I've heard Take It to the Mo. I've heard a lot of different songs, and I recognize he's a lyricist. He's good, but I've never just sat and listened to a project until this one.
Right.
So I really didn't know what to expect.
Right.
You know, and right now I'm talking about the Scene Man.
The Scene Man project, bro. I have so much music that I have stored up because, believe it or not, even though I'm not trying to be this big old rapper and stuff like that, music is my safe place, bro. Like, when I make music, I'll be like, you know, that's like a high for me. I'm making music, I don't know what I'm gonna think about. Sometimes when I get writer's block, I might throw a skit in a song instead of trying to re-rap it, and then that works. Like, it's just amazing to me, bro. So, with this tape, there's a lot of songs. Some of them songs, they're like 2 years old, not gonna lie. But some of them are 2 days old because I kind of mix up the medicine. Like, let me see how I was feeling back then, feeling now, and give my real fans some music because I got like over 3 foodie freestyle tapes out there, back to back, boom, boom. I was writing about food for like 5 months straight. So I'm like, let me get them some real music to balance it because people want to know that, you know, I'm still doing my thing with that. So
the production was great.
Appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, where do you record it? I
record with my boy Mac. Shout out to Mac the engineer. He's the hardest person to get in touch with, but Mac know I love him because he's the dopest too. So I said every project that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to funnel through him unless I find somebody else I really like. But Mac mixed every song on that tape. I said if the song, and I've had other songs that didn't make the tape. I said they can't make the tape if Mac didn't mix it. So let him mix it. And I mean, we work, and Mac works so fast and tell you how to do it. I mean, I feel like the tape even could have been 10 times better if I would have spent another 2-3 studio sessions on it. But you ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to him for what it is. But
it sounded good. Now, that first track, Scene Man.
Scene Man.
Is that a track or is it a skit?
It's an intro.
It's an intro, okay.
It's an intro. So it's funny.
It was different.
Yeah, people. So it's funny because people saw it and was like, same thing. Is it an intro? What is it? And I like so much. I like when people give me feedback. I've had people like Nubs. He's like, I like that. It's catchy. Whatever. Introduce it in a catchy way. And I've had people like a chick be like, it's kind of repetitive though. You know, I love your music, but not the repetitive songs. Or they'll be like, I like that, but that was just an intro, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, you know, I guess saying to say like, you weren't trying to do too much with that, right? I'm like, nah. But that's just saying because I am the Scene Man. The Scene Man comes from me like being on the scene. I'm everywhere, but it's also a character thing, like creating the scene. Lights, camera, action, like be yourself, real talk. Like in so many words, the scene, like when you walk in that room, you create the scene. I don't care if you walk into a room, people were just arguing and fighting. When I come here, hey, y'all good? What's going on in here? Hey, what a water? Give me something to drink, man. I'ma light it up. So that's the whole point of like being a scene, man. And in this project, my personality just bleeding through it. Like you listen to every song, like I say, it go from me freestyling to me talking about being a champion, to me talking about somebody dead weight, to somebody sexually text me. Like it's just like, and then a skit, then I bring it back, talking about being famous. I mean,
that's low-key what I've been listening to the whole time, even when I was in here just getting set up and everything.
I appreciate that for sure.
Champion, I like that one for sure.
That's one of the top ones right now. And that means so much to me. Like I say, bro, I'm so humble. When people tell me they listen to my music, I'm still at the point where I'm like, for real? Dang, like, I still not like, man, you should. Like, some people have that ego, like, yeah, I know I'm hard. Right. I still be like, for real, what you liked about that song? Okay, damn. Because I still like being in awe. It's
that's
a part
why you don't get comfortable.
Yeah, it's like, okay, dang, maybe next time I'll do something else along them lines. You know, they're just super dope, bro. So that's what's up.
Now, what are your plans for the rest of, not just for the rest of the year in general, between balancing Bless the Belly and your music career?
Okay, so remember, it's not really a career with music, I guess. I'm the musically inclined genius. I mean,
you just do music.
I just do music. I feel like whatever will hit right now musically, won't probably be something from my tape. It'll probably be one of the food raps. I feel like one of them, which they have, the I Love Taco song. 45-second song, one of the last songs I put on my food tape because I was like, this is on my desktop. I don't remember seeing the song. Drag and drop. Dropped it. The number one, it just blows me when it's like, you don't try, that's what they love. So I feel like one of my food raps this year will go viral to the point where like somebody will call me and be like, hey, make us a song. That's what it'll come down to, me making jingles for companies and stuff, getting a big bag.
I was gonna ask about that as well.
Yeah, you pay me $200,000.
Like you can pitch menu items to people. I mean, like I said, you've done that.
I'm trying to do all that. The sky's the limit. So for me, it's just learning myself. I'm trying to get more spiritually connected with myself. I feel like physically I've been ripping and running forever. Mentally my mind works, but spiritually I want to know like my faith is strong, all type of stuff. Cause you know every day ain't a good day, bro. So you had them battles, but I beat myself up a lot. You know how they say, don't beat yourself up. I do. Like, I'm the type of dude do 3 music videos in a day and then I'm like, dang, I ain't doing enough. People like, bro, you did more than rappers do in a month. Just chill. But I don't really have no chill button. So me having a chill button this year, you know, balancing out all my relationships and stuff, and then also like just continue to drive, bro. We're gonna drive more full music. As far as regular music this year, I'm not in a rush since I just dropped this tape. I'm gonna play with it, probably do some visuals. Now I am gonna drop a Spanish tape. I'm gonna give y'all the sauce with that because I feel like I've already dropped a few Spanish songs, so you know the word is out. But I want to drop like a small EP, Spanish EP. I got an alter ego called Perro Loco. That means crazy dog. Like since I was in middle school, they was calling me that. So I want to drop some Spanish music. Just jump out there. At this point, just like I say, the sky's the limit. You know I can rap. You know I got bars. You know I rap about food. You know I rap about all type of stuff. What's next? Different genre. Why not? And I always wanted to learn Spanish, so I'm learning through music. Me making songs in Spanish, when I listen to it, I know exactly what I'm saying now, what I'm talking about. So if I write a song and I'm talking about a girl broke my heart, this and that in Spanish, and then I'm singing it and I put the song on, and I'm listening to the song, I know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So I'm learning words and stuff through that. So I'm just finding ways to just stay active with it, bro. It's really crazy, like, and I want to do that this year. If I do drop another tape, it'll probably be in the fall, maybe like an R&B tape. I want to get back on them vibes. I love that. That's my favorite type of music. Mellow, cool stuff. So rap is rap, but I like R&B for sure. Cause I feel like it's like, of course your grandma can play it. As long as you ain't too sexual, you can kind of get up in there. Motivational music, stuff like that, man. I feel like in the times we in, we need somebody talking that talk. I don't want to J. Cole you.
Oh, that.
Shout out J. Cole, but I want to do it my way, you know?
That brings me to another thought that I had. Have you ever considered doing music for children? Helping them learn different things like that. And the reason I say that is because I'm with my friends a lot, and their kids are always watching Coco Melon.
Right.
And the Coco Melon be singing, and it don't be rhyming, it ain't no rhythm to it. And I be like, yo, put on some Black Baby.
Right.
Like,
right.
I feel like, bro, like that would be
dope, but
market.
that is. And I feel like kinda with the foodie raps, I'm sneaking my way in because if you think about it, I'm not cursing, remember. So you can play these food raps in front of your kids, and if you nacho them to death, it's like nachos. You know, I'm just not making songs about Coco Melon. Now I might make a song about watermelon, and then it might be, but I don't want to make
What about a tie your shoes song, teaching them how to tie their shoes?
Now that type of stuff would be dope, and I am thematic like that. Yeah,
I already know.
I'm thematic like that to do it. That is true. That is true. I never thought that deep as far as like teaching like that via music. If I did, as of right now, it would just be the food stuff because it's working. But you never know, because that right there is a challenge. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm tired of Coco Melon being in my top 10 on Netflix every time
I had a friend of mine challenge me right before when December 1st started. He said, bro, you should make a song talking about all the restaurants you went to in 2021. And I was like,
That's a tough one.
And he was like, you should do it, bro. Like, you got till, the new year to do it. You got 30 days. I'm like, whatever. He hit me like 10 days out. He was like, did you do it? I said, yeah, I started on the line. I'm like, I started on it. I went right home. This is a challenge. You got me messed up. Who can't rap out? Bro, and I freestyled the whole damn. This was literally a freestyle. Some of the other ones I jot down different shit. This one was literally a freestyle, bro. And like, that shit was crazy, fool. Like, I just still couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, I just made a song for all the little restaurants and things I did 2021. And like, whoa, I love it. I'm like, challenge me some more. So, I like getting pushed like that.
Okay. What do you think about the Food Network?
Now, when it comes to the Food Network, I would love to play a part because that's a huge audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm still one of those guys where I would want to have my own network, but I like to play with it too, so I feel like
another $97 box.
Yeah, like exactly. And even on the OWN network, like Oprah, she has her own network that's black owned. It'd be dope to be like the foodie on OWN network, because nobody's on there like a foodie.
How
the
about
Food
you
Network
pitch
already
it to Tyler Perry in his new studio?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Doing stuff.
That's why I think the music separates me, because you have food bloggers. I'm not a food blogger. I tell everybody that. A food blogger is very descriptive in the title of what's going on. A food critic would be somebody who says, "Oh, this doesn't have enough salt. Don't really like it." You know, like Chef Ramsay and them. Shout out to them because they do their job really well. I call myself a food entertainer. You pay me to make the food look good, like Chuck E. Cheese almost. You ever? To me, that's the closest thing in my mind to Bless the Belly, like Chuck E. Cheese, believe it or not. Cause like when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and it's an experience, right? You got games, you're in awe. You like games over here, pizza over here. As a kid, you're like, oh my God, you know? So that's how I like having my fans when it comes to like entertainment. Like, did y'all know Beyonce's favorite food is da-da-da-da boom boom? Did y'all know Travis Scott and Kylie don't eat none of the same stuff and they live together? And did y'all also know on this end that 12 grapes make wine? Did y'all know dried grapes is raisins? Did y'all know that this many, you know, like that type of stuff is like, how does he know? You know, it's like an educational, cool ass black foodie. It's weird. It's because I'm still developing the character, but it's like, damn, okay, he know that. Damn, that's lit. Everybody know about your next single and your next rap song, and that's one thing I learned at the radio. I'm like, these artists are really bored talking about their next song at every radio station. So once I started Bless the Belly and I got the baby on it, I got Blueface eating pizza with me, and it was just like, you like pizza? I love pizza. It's so simple, but he was happy. He like, I love pizza. I'm like, so, you know, you got a song Tatiana out right now. If it was a whole bunch of Tatianas at the crib, would you make them cook because y'all at the crib chilling, or would you just order pizza and wings? He was like, probably just order pizza and wings because probably none of them know how to cook. But your fans don't know that. So it's just funny. It's like, nobody's ever asked him that. God rest his soul. John Witherspoon, Pops from Friday. You listening? Pops from Friday. I left a wedding. I was in the middle of the wedding. One of my big partners was getting married. I kid you not. His show was over at like 8 o'clock. My partner getting married at like 7 o'clock. I'm filming a wedding. I'm like, let me slide about this bad boy. I slide about the wedding. I go 10 minutes away to the Edwards Theater. Johnny Witherspoon, they wrapping up. I get in there, I ask his manager, can I please just ask him a question on camera? That's it. You know, to the average person, like, what question? This, you trying to go viral, weirdo? I'm like, nah. Like, you know, I don't give off them vibes. So thank God it wasn't like, who is this? John, I was like, they was like, ask him. Ask John himself. I'm like, John, you mind if I? He's like, come on. He was drunk too. He's like, come on. I got on stage. You know, I'm the only person since this man made Friday in the movie. Or was that next Friday? Next Friday or whatever. Putting hot sauce. I asked him, do you still put hot sauce on your burrito? You know what I'm saying? Because that was like one of his main punchlines. Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Extra hot sauce. All that type of stuff. So I asked him that, and the clip went viral after he passed, like 3 weeks after we did the interview. So people was like, man, I just seen you on somebody page, all that. Bless the Belly. It gave me some traction. I didn't care about the traction, but the fact that I had that special moment when him was like, yo, I interviewed a super cool dude that I looked up to, Pops on Friday, but it was just like, nobody ever asked him about hot sauce on his burrito. So that's an entertainment, like food side that brings it all together. You see what I'm saying? Like if I ran into Rihanna tomorrow, I wouldn't ask about her next song. I would say, what do you like cooking when you're high, Ari? Like what do you like eating when you're high? What's your favorite hot snack? Like I love M&Ms. Not only is that gonna put M&Ms back in rotation on the map, because everybody like, I love M&Ms too. Make it relatable. It's like, you didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now we know that. I love M&Ms. It's just a whole little situation. You see what I'm saying? If I ask somebody, what's your favorite restaurant? And they say, Papados. Now Papados in rotation. Now, you know, this person who like it, now me. So I'm bridging that. And I think like, these are some of the events and stuff. I want to start having events this year, even though COVID running rampant. Texas letting us just loose. So one thing I vow to do, everybody knows me, right? But I have a hard time putting people together because I'm very much killing it on the internet, and I'm very much one-on-one hosting, influencing. I'm good with that because I only gotta watch me, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like putting stuff together, I just be scared of it falling apart. That's probably one reason I haven't had a big event. But this year I want to do dinners. Fans can win to eat with me, that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Gift card, just having fun with it, bro. Yeah, man, so the rest of the year, man, I plan on just making more music, having more fun, being more involved in the community like I've been, bro. I'm the type of guy that comes up with random stuff. Like, one thing that's special to me is having like a pizza party for the special ed kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like nobody is thinking that in a cool way. You know what I'm saying? You might do something for them. You might speak to them. You might not be rude or nothing. But to me, to make them feel even more special, like coming in, a guy like me, I don't want nothing from that. But maybe they can remember my face one day and like point at me and be like, yeah, like, yo, what's up, baby? Because everybody's not able, you know? But at the same time, you can do anything you want to do. So I feel like it's so many things that like that. I want to bridge the community together. Homeless stuff. I mean, I go out by myself. I had news stations tell me, why haven't you called us when you give away you're giving out hundreds of hamburgers by yourself? I'm like, yeah. Nobody tries to attack me, bro. No, it's crazy because this is like a God shit. I don't be scared. Like, I don't have no pistol on me when I'm doing nothing like that, because it's like, I mean, hey, if something happened, it's just supposed to happen. But I'm giving out burgers at news station. Like, you sure you don't want to stop? I'm like, you ain't got. If y'all wanted to do that, that's fine. But I don't have to. But I will do like a little Instagram clip or something and post it, because I try to inspire people. I'm not bougie. I feel like a lot of guys will go to the strip club, post booty, bucket naked females, but then when they come to giving back, you ain't gotta record all that, bro. You just trying to show out. I mean, you record the bucket naked females.
Bro, I say the same thing.
Record the good stuff.
Why can't we promote this? Why did that become a negative to promote doing something good?
Oh, because you just trying to show. And the thing is, I have seen people look corny. I have seen people hold little dollar bills and be like, huh, you need $1? Huh, you need. I mean, some people flex a little hard. You can see through it.
Yeah, it's so easy to see through it. It's easier to see through that versus the dude throwing money at the club.
I feel like, you know when it's fake, you know when it's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a genuine person, so how can that be fake via me? Now, people have fake traits that you can take it how you want to, but that's what social media is for, look, because it could be a big lie. But if I'm really out here, that's just a digital piece for social media, because I'm really out here. I was really downtown giving away stuff. I have a proclamation in Houston because of that, like just giving away. People hated on me for that. I was 26. They like, how did you get a day in Houston? I'm like, because I feed the homeless and don't nobody tell me my bad. Because I give back to these organizations and I ain't got too much money myself, my fault. Like, I'm looking at it like, that's why y'all mad, because, you know what I'm saying? I done had partners come home from jail. I done had Gucci, Louis, Polo in a duffel bag and gave it to them. I didn't want, you know, and I don't praise that. I don't be sitting around like, I did this for you. But it's like, I've done that for over 5 of my partners. Facts, like, you know what I'm saying? Came home from jail, at least 5 of them. They got new Vans, New Balance, all type of stuff on their feet. I don't want nothing from it. Just keep it G with me. Even if you don't, it's cool. But, you know, I did something. It feels good giving back, bro. It feels better to give than receive to me. So when I receive now, when girls buy me stuff and all that type of stuff, I'll be like, you ain't gotta do all that. And they like, accept it, you deserve it. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm such a giver, I'm like, you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to receive, but I do need to, that's why I say spiritually. Remember I told you this year, that's a spiritual thing. That's basically saying, I'm not worth what I'm giving. If a girl come bring me, get bow down to her knees, I love you, or whatever the case may be, I'll be like, you ain't gotta do all that. But that's how she feel. That's how you make her feel, bro. Like, you feel me? So I run from that because I never want to owe nobody, or I never want nobody to be like, I don't know, bro. So I gotta get out of that. And I feel like that'll build my confidence in so many other areas, that everything that I'm doing will just boost it even more. Not being cocky, but a little bit more confident this go around. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let everybody know where we can follow you, hear the new album, and Bless the Belly.
Make sure you follow Bless the Belly at all. Really follow Bless the Belly everywhere, man. TikTok, Instagram, follow him to the crib. Look, we can eat together. But make sure you get that. It's Bless the Belly, T-H-A. A lot of people put T-H-E, but it's T-H-A. We have the belly, a belly, not the belly. Then GMayniac, you know what I'm saying? They call me Maniac because I'm crazy for the people I love. I'm crazy at what I do. We just go crazy. GMayniac, and then yeah, subscribe on YouTube. We trying to get lit. I just hit 1K, turn me up some more. And I mean, it's gonna be a great year, bro. We claiming it, man. Let's run it. Let's run it. 91.